can't stand it. You and Nico actually kissed on the bed.
Well, actually, he kissed me, and it was no big deal.
You were alone with him in that seedy hotel room. I mean, what a turn-on.
Carol, just grow up, okay? If I thought you were going to make such a big deal about it, I would have even mentioned it.
A fantasy come true. Nice girl in a dingy hotel with a dangerous but sexy ex-convict. He comes on to her. They kiss. They fall into bed in a passionate clinch. I am amazed you didn't go all the way.
Well, give me credit for a few brains, okay?
Brains don't have a thing to do with it. You didn't?
Of course I didn't.
Come on, you can tell me. I would never betray a confidence.
Carol, I know you wouldn't. Look, Nico is just out of my life, okay? I'm concentrating on Charlie now.
Then why did you call Nico at the hotel?
Because I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't wounded when he tried to run away.
Then he may be out there now?
Excuse me. Hello?
I was gonna call collect, but it's no way to treat a lady.
Nico.
You won the prize.
Are you all right? Jesse said a policeman shot at you. Where are you?
You're so gentle with me.
I could have killed the man who did that to you.
Help me to forget, Jeremy.
You will. Trust me.
Oh, I do. I do. I can make you happy. I know I can. You'll forget all about Natalie.
Natalie means nothing to me. Only you.
Silver. Oh. We have to talk.
Hey, have a seat.
Why don't you lock him up?
Hey, you're out of line.
Arrest him. He's the man who attacked Silver.
The hell I did.
You're the last person to have seen her.
Who the hell are you talking about? I didn't do anything to anybody.
Do me a favor, let me handle this. You're gonna have to leave now, all right?
I'm staying right here until he confessed the truth about what he did to Silver that night.
I'll get it. Nico, I called you, but you had already checked out. Are you hurt?
No. Cops can't hit a moving target.
Tell me the truth. Are you okay?
Are you worried?
Hi. Come in.
Thanks.
Yes, I am concerned about you.
Well, don't be, because I hot-wired a stray motorcycle and took it off into the woods. I'm just gonna hang out till everything cools down, okay?
Nico?
Listen, you don't have to leave town, okay? You've been cleared, and the police aren't looking for you anymore.
No kidding, and they want to make me mayor for the day, too, right?
No, it's true. Charlie found Gina. She told the truth, so you don't have to run, and you don't have to hide anymore.
Well, they must want me real bad if they set up a trap like that.
It's no trap. Would I be involved in a trap? It was in the papers, okay? The cop shot at you before the word went out.
So Charlie found Gina. Well, he's not as bad as I thought.
Look, I've got to go.
Okay. What? Charlie boy's there?
Yes. Will you call the cops?
I'll check it out, and if you're right, I'm gonna have to come back and straighten a few things out between us.
Oh, well, I don't think there's anything to straighten out.
Oh, yeah? Maybe I got a better memory of what happened in that hotel room than you.
Look, you know, I really can't talk right now, but good luck. Charlie.
Was that Nico?
Yeah, he just called. I told him he's been cleared and can do whatever he wants, so all that's behind us now. I'm just gonna concentrate on you and me.
I'm sorry, did I frighten you?
A little. I was off somewhere.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
What do you mean?
Well, just that after an attack like the one you experienced, the mind dwells on all sorts of obsessive fears. You can't control them.
Did that happen to you?
Sometimes it still does. If you ever need to talk to anyone about this,
You'd help me?
if you want me to. Are you feeling better?
It's getting a little easier.
Good. Did they catch the man?
Please, are you kidding? The police are a joke. They don't know where to begin. Whoever the animal is, he's still out there.
Then none of us is safe.
Natalie, what if they don't catch him?
You heard me, Jeremy. It's time for you to leave.
This is me, Jesse. I have an interest in Silver's case.
Look, the man has rights. He needs counsel.
I don't care. I didn't do anything. You keep him off me, he can stay.
I'm sorry, but that's not your call.
Look, I can deal with the police. You guys need evidence, and I know I didn't do anything. But him, he's going to hound me until he's convinced I'm innocent. I want him to stay.
Just tell me what happened the night of the attack.
Okay. I went to the restaurant, the Chateau. Had something to eat and stayed at the bar. Looked around, had some drinks, and left. Another exciting night in the singing
Several
scene.
people saw you staring at Silver that night. All evening.
You mean the woman you were with? Yeah, I remember her.
You could have followed her home.
I didn't.
Excuse me? She said that you did, to return her purse.
All right, I followed her. Is that a crime?
No, not so far.
I wanted to give her back her purse.
Why did you lie about going to the gallery?
Come on, add it up. If I said I followed her there, you'd nail me. He's already got me convicted and put away.
You could have saved yourself a lot of grief if you had turned the purse over to Chateau management.
How was I supposed to know somebody was going to attack her? Come on. You guys know what it's like. She's a pretty girl. She dropped her purse. It gave me a chance to go after her.
After her?
You have to watch every word you say with this guy. After a date. Guys do it all the time. You see somebody, pray for an opening so you can talk to her, and give it a shot. It's normal.
It's normal to attack a woman?
Jeremy!
To terrify her?
Jeremy!
Do you know what you've done to her?
I didn't do a damn thing to her. Nothing happened. I gave her back her purse. She said no to a date, and I left.
I want you to press charges.
Jeremy, you know there are certain steps that have to be taken.
There wasn't time to do anything. Ask my business associate. His name is Ken Robinson. He drove me there and waited in the car. I came right out.
Let me see your hand.
What for?
Where'd you get that?
Clearing brush out behind my
It's
house.
a big gash.
So what? It was a big piece of brush. You wanna know where I got this scar on my shoulder, too?
This is not a joke. Miss Kane said that there was a struggle. Did that by any chance happen during a struggle?
Ask my business associate. Ask my roommate about the yard work. He helped me. Check me out.
Oh, I will. Believe me, if I find any holes in this story, buddy, it's up the creek for you.
What are the next big winners to look for in the market?
Oh, one of the environmental stocks, non-tox or clean co. These companies have got a lot of cash, and the officers are buying up their own stock.
Mr. Montgomery, you're fast becoming a legend on the street. And one doesn't become a legend by crossing at the green and not in between.
Well, that's not bad advice, by the way. That's something that my mother taught me.
Oh, and did she teach you to remain calm in a business that drives the experts to cardiac wards?
It's grace under pressure.
Pardon?
Grace under pressure. Hemingway's definition of courage. He would have loved Travis.
Oh, I don't know if that's the case. The only similarities between us is an affection for bulls. Hemingways were in Spain, mine are in the stock market.
I have more than enough for the show. Thank you, Mr. Montgomery.
My pleasure. What time shall I be at the studio?
4:30 will be fine, and we finish taping by 6.
Good. I'll see you then.
Mrs. Blackthorne?
You will be inundated by calls after his show airs. Everyone will want to know the secret of the Montgomery magic.
Magic? You mean like voodoo economics?
That's what you have. Aladdin rubbing the Wall Street lamp and getting what he wants.
Well, sometimes I wish it were magic. It would take a lot of the anxiety out of these deals.
And remove the risk, and the risk is the best part of the game.
Oh, I don't know about that. The risks take their toll.
Oh, but they never show. What's your magic? We should find a way to bottle the stuff.
So, was that Nico?
Yeah, you heard me. I told him that you found Gina, that he was cleared, and he just said thank you.
Well, great. So, is this whole thing really over for good?
Yes. Nico's planning on leaving town.
Well, great. I don't know what to say. I mean, now that Nico is out of our lives, we can get back to normal.
Yeah,
Only, I think I forgot what normal is like.
I know what you mean.
Well, you know, this feels like the first time we've ever met.
Like we're starting from scratch.
Yeah. There's been a lot of big changes since then.
A lot.
Truly, that is all in the past, all right? You and I are gonna have a great summer.
Not only do we have to not put up with Nico, we don't have to put up with that amazing Cecily either. Come here.
Baby, you look beautiful. Oh, wonderful to see you come in.
Good to see you. I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd drop by, see how you were doing.
Oh, let's go all the reasons why you know you're free to come here anytime you want to.
I know. Thank you.
And you're looking lovely. Much as it hurts me to say so, living with Mitch has not had any adverse effects on you.
Adverse? I'm in love.
I know the propaganda. Love is supposed to make you bloom and thrive.
Yes, I suppose it is. And even with you, I mean, there is a big difference in you when Daddy's around.
Oh, Langley, I swear that man's gone into his dotage. Oh, I can't bear it, his working there in that dive. For that mercenary. Darling, you've got to speak to your father. Convince him he has to quit the job in the saloon.
No. I'm sorry, but I think this is something you two should work out for yourselves.
But I have spoken to him, dear, and he insists he's happy there.
Well, maybe he is. What about you?
Well, I'm mortified about it, of course. I mean, you've seen how ridiculous he looks behind that bar.
No. I meant, are you happy?
Oh, well, oh, I'm all right, darling, sure. I'm fine.
Well, I'm just concerned because, you know, with you living alone here, I thought, well, you don't really have anyone to talk to.
Well, one gets used to adjusting to the vagaries of life. Wait a minute. Could you mean that? Darling, are you saying what I think you may be saying?
What am I saying?
Well, you talk about loneliness and nobody to talk to. Do you want to come back?
Oh, no. No, well, I can't. I live with Mitch now, but actually, I was thinking about Cecily.
Oh. Well, I thought for a moment there that, well, thank you for your concern anyway, but I've learned to adjust.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't miss you, because I do. I really do. It's just, well, with Cecily always hanging around all the time, you know, it gets kind of frustrating.
Oh, that child has a talent for being underfoot.
Well, I mean, she's okay. We have fun, and Mitch likes her, but, well, you know, we'd kind of like to have some time to ourselves, and it would really help out a lot if you'd let her come back here.
But I don't think she'd want to. I'm not at all sure that I'd accept it myself. That girl is difficult.
Oh, but you could handle her. I know you could. Please,
please try to work it out? I mean, and if I hear one more time about her blabbering on about medicine and about her work, I mean...
work?
Yes, it's always my job this, my job that. Dr. Warner this and Dr. Warner that.
Is she setting her cap for Dr. Warner?
I don't know. No.
Oh, that girl. She'll get both of them into trouble if I don't do something about it.
Oh, don't be silly.
I should have known. If I don't put an end to this now, there will be a real disaster.
Mind if I join you?
Dr. Warner, what are you doing here?
This is where I usually have lunch. May I?
Oh, of course. Please, sit down.
As enjoyable as this conversation is, we're not getting any work done.
We have worked enough for 1 week. It's time to play.
You play the market?
Oh, aren't you coy? Reward play, sometimes called fun.
What do you have in mind?
Oh, something enjoyable, exciting, stimulating.
That could be anything from racquetball to...
To a lot of things. We'll have to put our heads together and come up with something we both like.
Oops. Sorry. Are you in conference?
Well, yes, of a sort. We were just discussing a new business venture.
Well, if that's the case, count me in for 100 shares.
Jackson, this is Pamela Blackthorne. Pamela, this is my brother Jackson.
I know you by reputation. Had I known how beautiful you were, I would have made sure that we met a lot earlier.
Thank you, a man of action. I like that. Well, I better go finish up the paperwork on the McGuire contracts. Nice meeting you.
Same here. She is some piece of work.
Yeah, and beneath that lovely exterior is one of the sharpest business minds I've met.
Brains and beauty? Well, now, let me see. Barbara, Erica, Pamela, you know, I'm starting to see a pattern here, sport.
No pattern. She's a business associate, Jack.
And since when do business associates check out each other's tonsils?
Go on. Think the worst.
I will. You know who she reminds? Do you remember Juniper Lamont?
I haven't thought about her in years. Huh? Juniper Lamont, yes. the barracuda of love?
Love, that's right.
What is on your mind, Jackson, besides this trip down memory lane here?
Well, I'm doing a movie deal for the Natalie Hunter story, and I'm trying to put some seed money together to get a screenplay written.
Well, that's something that the studio should pay for.
Yeah, that's true, if we had a deal, which unfortunately we don't. And Natalie and I have had kind of a falling out of late, so I'm hoping that a tasteful, well-written screenplay is a way to kind of make it up to her.
I'm sorry, I can't help you. We've got what you might call a situation. Erica and Natalie are not exactly best friends.
And you're afraid that Erica might be upset?
Upset? No. Hit the roof? Yes. And I see no reason to start an argument I can't win. Marriage is enough work as it is.
Of course, what Erica doesn't know won't hurt her, or us.
Sorry, Jack, I would have liked to help you.
Well, I had to give the old college try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
Likewise.
Likewise what?
Watch out for those barracudas, Travis.
My favorite place to eat lunch.
I thought you always ate in the cafeteria.
On a day like today, it's so beautiful. Peaceful, so calm. Takes your mind off the mess on the floors.
I like to come for the sun. I want to be ready for the summer.
A what?
A tan. Oh, you don't want to go out on the beach looking like a ghost.
That's the difference between our generations. My generation goes to the beach to get sun. Yours goes to show it off.
Well, we're not of different generations.
I think our driver's license would say otherwise. You do have a driver's license.
Of course, I'm not an infant.
Just asking.
I got it years ago.
Years ago. Well, that long ago.
Stop teasing. You know what I mean.
Sorry. Listen, one thing. Be careful with this sun. Honestly, it ages you much too early. You wouldn't believe how many young men and women come into this hospital with faces that look like catcher's mitts.
Dr. Warner, telephone. You have a telephone call, Dr. Cliff Warner.
Suppose I could pretend I'm not him? Excuse me.
Don't think so.
Hello, Dr. Warner.
Hello, Cliff. This is Phoebe Wallingford.
Mrs. Wallingford, how are you?
Oh, well, as can be expected. Cliff, would it be possible for you to drop by for a little visit sometime this afternoon?
Well, sure. Is this about our misunderstanding in my office the other day?
No, nothing like that. I would just like to make a significant contribution to your Gordon Relief Fund.
Well, thank you. That's very generous of you.
Oh, not at all. But this must be strictly confidential. Well, you understand. Otherwise, I'd have every charity in the world beating down my door.
Yes, I understand.
Hi, I'm Tom Ellison. I saw you sitting by yourself, and I wondered if you might like some company.
I'm with somebody. He's on the phone.
Dr. Warner?
Yes, we usually have lunch together, catch up on our personal things.
Uh-huh. But what are the chances of us going out? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, goodbye. I'll see you shortly then. Bye. All right.
Oh, hi, Dr. Warner.
Oh, Ellison, how you doing?
Fine.
Cecily, have you met Dr. Ellison? Tom Ellison, this is Cecily Davidson, a surgeon on his way up. You ought to get to know him.
Where are you going?
I gotta go. I'll see you.
But you haven't finished your lunch.
Yeah, doctors never finish their lunches. It's a law. Watch the sun.
There's gonna be a big party tonight over in the nurses' dorm. Would you like to go?
No.
Ooh, shot down, recovers, tries again. Look, it's gonna be a great party, and Dr. Warner gave me a great reference.
Get lost.
Hi, my name's Tom Ellison. I saw you sitting by yourself, and I wondered if you might like some company.
Jeremy? I got the message. What's this all about?
Well, yes, Jesse has more suspects for you to look at.
Oh, not another lineup.
Well, we want to catch this man before he hurts anyone else.
I don't know if I can do it. It's very upsetting.
You want to catch him, don't you?
Yes, but isn't there another way? I mean, staring at all those criminals, knowing they've all done something terrible to someone, oh, it gives me the chills.
No one can see you.
I know. I still hate it, though. Do I have to?
You! What is it with you?
What?
Are you satisfied with the mess you got me into?
This is the man from the chateau.
Damn right I am. Why didn't you say something to these people?
What? What are you talking about?
Tell them the truth. Tell them what really happened that night. Covington, I said you could leave.
I'm not going till she clears me.
You've been cleared already. Your alibi's checked out.
I want us to hear it from her.
This man did not attack me.
When I asked you about him, you said you couldn't tell.
But I would remember him. He just returned my purse.
Now, you're sure? You're absolutely positive that he did not threaten you, tried not to harm you in any way?
Positive. Positive. I'm sure I told you about this man, Jeremy.
No, you only mentioned the man who attacked you.
I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't remember. I must have been so traumatized by the event that I just forgot about it.
Well, that's not unusual. Silver, for the record, tell us exactly what happened.
Oh, after I returned to the gallery, he knocked on the door, and he came in, and he returned my purse. He asked me for a date. I said no. And then he left. It was a few minutes later that someone arrived and turned off the lights and attacked me.
Did you pass anybody on your way out?
No, this is crazy. I even gave her my business card. Would a rapist do that?
Your business? Silver, I found a business card in the studio the night of the attack. I asked you about it, and you said it was from a colleague of yours at work.
Well, if that's what I said, then that's what that card was.
Listen, you can go now. Covington, I'm really sorry we had to put you through this mess.
Yeah, me too.
Hope I didn't get him in trouble.
No, we just made him a little nervous. I'm sure he'll get over it.
Hold on a second. Silver, is it possible that the men had left and then come back, turn the light off, and attack you?
I don't think so.
The man said that his partner came right back out.
I understand, but the margin of time was so short. A few minutes, Silver said. How come he didn't see the attacker on his way out?
Maybe it was a little longer. How am I supposed to remember all of the events of a night like that?
No, don't upset yourself.
I know you're both trying to help, and I'm really grateful, but this is very difficult for me. Can I go home?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. We'll do the lineup another time.
Thank you.
Well, did Miss Kane say when she was going to be returning? No. No, don't go tracking her down. Just tell her that her husband called. Right, thank you.
It was nice meeting your brother. He's quite good looking.
Yes, women do seem to find him attractive.
Not as handsome as you, of course.
Well, that's very flattering.
Well, it's only the truth.
Pamela, look, we're business partners, right?
Yes.
Well, and discussing my looks is hardly germane to the business of business, is it?
Depends.
Look, my sense of the thrust of this conversation is this, that, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that you're anxious to nudge our relationship into a different dimension.
Pamela, shame on you. Is it that obvious?
Well, yeah, my brother said that there was a definite atmosphere of musk in here.
Ah, yes. Well, we can't fool Mother Nature, can we? When we put something out there, it's there for all to see, isn't it?
Unmistakably. And I haven't said anything about it, but I thought it was time that I mentioned it.
Well, you haven't said anything yet. You've merely brought up the subject. We're all victims of timing and circumstances. The two of us are kindred souls, two synonyms under the same entry, and yet circumstances are shaping our relationship.
What kind of circumstances?
Oh, the biggies, propriety, morality, marriage.
Those are the breaks.
Ask not for whom the cookie crumbles, it crumbles for thee. But circumstances can disappear, change. They can also be ignored.
You don't want to ignore those circumstances. They've got a way of coming back and biting you in the neck.
Oh, not if you're discreet.
Pamela, look, as delightful as this consultation has been, I'm afraid I'm under the gun. If I don't close on these oil and gas leases by the end of the day, I'm going to be flat broke. Are you coming?
Mother! Timmy! I'm home! Timmy, where's my little man? Mother! Timmy! Hello? Damn. Mother, is that you? Mother! Donna. Donna.
Oh, easy, Natalie, it's me.
What are you doing prowling around here?
I was about to ring the bell when you opened the door. What's the matter?
I heard a noise in the back.
Are you alone?
Yes, I'm alone.
All right, you stay right here. I'll check it out. Anybody in here? All right, who's here? Come on, is anybody in here? Curtains.
What?
You know the little weights they put in the hems of curtains? Well, the window's open in there, and I guess they blew the curtains against the wall, and clickety-clack, there's your noise.
Well, I was afraid it was something like that, but I was too scared to go look.
Well, I think you did the right thing getting out that way. I'm just glad I was here to help.
What are you doing here?
Well, I got a phone call from a college friend who's in Hollywood.
No, if this is about the movie, we have nothing to discuss.
Now, just hear me out, please. Now, my friend is in the industry, and he called me because there's been a rumor circulating around town. This rumor concerns you.
I mean, I don't know anyone out there.
Somebody has optioned the treatment on your life.
How? I never gave my permission for them to do anything like that.
Well, evidently it's being done. Look, Natalie, I've been telling you all along that the Natalie Hunter story is a very hot property. Now, they're going to do it, with or without your participation.
Mrs. Wallingford, I'm overwhelmed. This is so much more than I expected.
Oh, tush, you know, noblesse oblige and all of that.
Well, I promise you, this will go a very long way. Towards education, medicine, these people are trying to update their farming techniques. They're very thankful people. They will probably name a building after you, or a tractor.
Oh, please, Cliff. I can assure you the last thing in the world I want is for my name to be carved on some bamboo pole somewhere in a village in the jungle.
I understand, I promise. Anonymous.
Exactly anonymous. And unfortunately, everything can't be as anonymous and as, well, private as we would like it to be.
No, I suppose you're right.
After that little scene we had in the hospital the other day with Cecily, I think it wouldn't be a good idea for her to work there anymore.
Don't you think that is something for Cecily to decide?
Not if you fire her.
For having a crush on me?
I see. Oh, then you are aware of it.
Mrs. Wallingford, it is perfectly normal for nursing students and candy stripers to have a crush on a doctor. It comes with the territory. I can handle it, believe me.
Ah, you can handle it. Then you don't really know Cecily. You see, she made up her mind to go after a certain young man about a year ago, and she pursued him relentlessly. She caused a lot of misery for everybody concerned.
Well, we must be talking about two different girls. The Cecily I know is very sweet and excited and ambitious and energetic.
Well, then from the Cecily I know, those are none of her regular character traits. Which means to me that she is doing this simply to win you over. And I won't permit that.
You can relax, Mrs. Wallingford. I won't permit it either.
Cliff, you better nip this in the bud. That girl is an emotional time bomb.
Let me tell you. I will keep an eye on all the vital signs. But I will not fire her. I hope that doesn't mean we cancel payment on the check. Thank you.
You know, this is gonna sound really weird, but I've been listening a lot to this guy, Ronnie Dargrove. You know the one on the radio?
The psychologist.
Yeah. You know how it is. You're driving along, and you're listening to the radio, and then people call in with their problems, and, well, every once in a while he's got a good thing to say.
Like what?
Well, like how people should follow their instincts. You know, I mean, even though all this logic is telling you to do one thing, if your instincts tell you to do something else, you should just go with it.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, like with us. You know, I didn't want to be away from you. But everybody was telling me, go to Stanford. You know, you should go to Stanford. But my instincts said to stay near you. But what did I do? I went to Stanford. Wrong. Look what happened.
Charlie, I don't think that you being there would have changed anything.
Well, I don't know. Julie, at least I would have been here for you. You know, I could have been here that night that all those bad things happened. Then maybe you wouldn't have run off to New York. Maybe you would have run to me instead.
I would have come to you.
You see, we should listen to our instincts. I mean, we should all do that. That's what I'm going to do from now on. Whatever I feel is right for me, that's what I'm going to do.
Like What do you feel right now?
I don't know. I guess it's the simplest thing in the world. I want to be with you. Bye. I'll see you later.
No.
Julie, come on.
Nico.
When you're right, you're right. I'm a free man.
Cecily, I know we've had our differences, but you are a dear girl. And I've grown very fond of you during the time you've spent with us.
Well, thank you, Aunt Phoebe.
And I'd like to think that you have, well, had some degree of affection, or at least respect for me and what I've tried to do for you.
Well, of course, you're a respectable woman.
Well, you're really like one of my own, darling. After all, you are Bitsy's little girl, and... All right, I'll just say it. I want you to come back and live with me.
What?
I know you must think you're dreaming. You never thought you'd hear that from me, did you? Well, I have decided to forgive and forget. And we'll start all over with a clean slate.
Oh, just a minute. You were the one who forced the issue by taking away my things, my hairdryer, my stereo, and everything else.
Oh, don't worry, darling. You'll have full use of all your things. And then some.
And some.
Well, isn't it about time that you replace some of them with new models? And then there's a video recorder you might use, and probably some new clothes.
And Phoebe, are you trying to bribe me to come back and live here?
Bribe you? Oh, darling, that smacks of criminality. No, I think of this in terms of a peace offering.
I don't know. Hillary and Mitch just love having me there with them. We get along very, very well.
Oh, yes, I know. They'll be absolutely shattered to leave you, but after all, dear, you'd be invaluable to me in helping get Langley back here.
How could I do that?
Oh, he adores you, you know that. Why, he couldn't possibly resist any intervention on your part in this situation. So won't you come back, please?
I'll think about it.
I need to speak with you.
Jeremy, I'm sorry I embarrassed you like that.
Why would I be embarrassed?
I was acted like a crazy woman in the station just now.
You were upset. It's understandable.
Oh, how many times do I have to go through that night, relive that night, all the questions and the statements and the lineups?
Silver, we have to get it out of the way so you can go on with your life.
I know. I want to, but I'm not as strong as Natalie. Please hold me.
Silver, I need to ask you something.
No more questions about that night.
Silver, there's many things you said about that night that just doesn't make sense.
Oh, there's a lot that doesn't make sense. What makes sense about a man wanting a woman who doesn't want him, who doesn't even know him?
Silver, I think you're holding something back.
Nico,
You remember my name.
what are you doing here?
You don't seem too happy to see me.
No, I'm just surprised. I didn't expect you.
Happy, thrilled, pitter-patter in the ticker.
Just surprised. I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, thanks to Charlie. He's a real stand-up guy. I'm gonna have to show him my appreciation.
He'd like that.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. Place looks the same. Anything's better than that Fleabag hotel.
You don't have to stay here now. You know you're cleared.
You trying to get rid of me already? I just got here.
No, I just have finals to do. I'd like to do some studying.
Oh, I won't be in the way. I could probably help you.
Nico, come on. Just stop, okay? I mean, can't you tell I'm trying to put everything behind me? Everything that happened. I just want to forget about everything.
Including me?
Including you.
It's gonna be hard to do.
You're so full of yourself. It's...
What? A turn on?
Excuse me, I've really got so much studying to do.
Oh, go ahead. You know, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, you better. Grandfather will call out the Marines if he has to.
Well, he's gonna have to, check with the judge first.
What judge?
The one that says I'm in Palmer's custody until my hearing. This is home, sweet home now. But, you know, you go ahead and study. Don't let me stop you.
Like to live next.